What's going on, guys? Welcome on back. It is Thursday, June 26th. We have a 9-game Major League Baseball scheduled on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday. We go 10-5 on our money line / spread picks. We go 9-6 on our over-unders. No parlays hit. My two worst reads of the day was that St. Louis Cubs game. We played St. Louis. The Cubs squashed them 8-zip. And after that, that Philly game, the Phillies got shut out back-to-back days. But you guys already know the rules over here. We take the good with the bad. It's on to the next one. 9 games on tap for today. Money to be made. Guys, look for my play of the day. The one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Today we have 2. Also at the end of the video, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, first game up of the day. We have the Athletics in Detroit taking on the Tigers. The Athletics won yesterday's game, a score 3-0. In this game today, the left-handed pitcher Springs is on the mound for the Athletics. He's 6-5 this year with a 4.24 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Ennis will be making his season debut for the Tigers in this game. He spent the last 3 seasons in Japan pitching. Looking at the matchup here. This Athletics team continues to be both of these teams really offensively are very inconsistent. The biggest factor to me is the pitching here for the Athletics. Their bullpen is still one of the worst in the league. Whereas when we look at Detroit, they still have one of the best bullpens in the league. In the last 2 weeks, they have an ERA of 2.25 in this matchup. The Tigers are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and we're going to play the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Brent Rooker of the Athletics, as well as Tokerson and Baez of the Tigers. In this game, there will be no pitching props. Moving along, guys, we got the Toronto Blue Jays in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. The Guardians won this game in the bottom of the 10th yesterday, winning a score of 5-4. In this game today, the right-handed pitcher Guzman is on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 5-6 this year with a 4.60 ERA. Bybee, the right-handed pitcher, is on the mound for the Guardians. He's 4-7 with a 3.86 ERA. In this matchup, we're looking at Bybee. He started off the year very good. In his last 4 starts, his ERA is near 5. This Guardians batting average in the last week is still at 215. So yeah, they won yesterday's game. They were able to put up points. But looking at them trend-wise, this was a bit of an outlier game. We did play them. We did get the win. So I'm not mad at that. In this matchup today, like I said, Bybee has been regressing in his last few starts. In this game, we're playing Toronto, who are the betting odds favorites on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we're going to play the under in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're just going to take 1 Guardian, 1 J. Give me Vlad Jr. of the Toronto Blue Jays, as well as Jose Ramirez of the Guardians, both to have 2 total in this game. On to the pitching props. I like both starting pitchers to go under their line in this game. Guzman under 5.5 strikeouts, Bybee under 5.5 Ks. Proceeding along, we got the Seattle Mariners in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The Twins were able to get a win yesterday, finally shutting out Seattle, winning a score of 2-0. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Hancock is on the mound for the Mariners. He's 3-3 this year with a 5.43 ERA. Woods Richardson will be the starting pitcher for the Twins. The right-handed pitcher is 2-4 this year with a 5.06 ERA. Woods Richardson, his ERA is above 5. His last 3 starts, he's actually been very good, allowing less than 2.5 runs in all 3. But the Seattle team, mind you, Minnesota is the betting odds favorites again in this game. I don't know why, to be honest, in my opinion. They did win yesterday's game. They had their ace on the mound. Joe Ryan's one of the best pitchers in the majors. Seattle, in the last week, batting average is still at 320, and that's in the last 7 games. Looking at Minnesota in the last week and a half, their batting average is just 211. The Mariners bullpen is out playing the Twins by like a mile. their bullpen in the last week, 1.20 ERA. Minnesota in the last week, 10. So, in this matchup, we are playing the road dogs. Give me the Seattle Mariners on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we're going to play the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going to take 2 Seattle Mariners today. We're playing Crawford as well as Raleigh, both to have 2 total. On to the pitching props. I like both starting pitchers to go over their line. Hancock, I'm playing his over 4.5 strikeouts. Woods Richardson, over 4.5 Ks. Alright guys, moving right along. We got the Philadelphia Phillies in Houston taking on the Astros. The Astros won yesterday's game, a score of 2-0. In this matchup today, Philadelphia does have their left-handed pitcher Sanchez on the mound. He's been good this season. He's 6-2 with a 2.87 ERA. The Houston Astros have their ace on the mound today, Hunter Brown. He's 8-3 with a 1.88 ERA. The last 2 days, this Philadelphia team has gotten shut out in this matchup today. And you know what? Even the week before, they have been a bit cold. You know, granted, there's no Bryce Harper. A bit of the bats like Marsh and Turner and Baum have gotten cold, as well as Schwarber. Schwarber's gone a bit cold as well. In this matchup, with the ace on the mound, Hunter Brown has been dominant this year. 1.88 ERA. We're playing Houston, who is the betting odds favorites, of course, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7, and we're playing the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're playing 1 Philly, 1 Astro. Give me Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, and we're playing Myers of the Houston Astros, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. I'm playing Sanchez to go under his line, under 4.5 strikeouts. Hunter Brown, we're taking his over in this one, over 6.5 Ks. Alright guys, this next game up will be our first play of the day, our first game of the day that I'm going to recommend to you more than any. We have the Tampa Bay Rays in Kansas City taking on the Royals. Tampa Bay won yesterday's game, shutting out the Royals, winning a score of 3-0. In this matchup today, the right-handed pitcher Baz is on the mound for the Rays. He's 7-3 this year, but with a 4.79 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Lorenzen's on the mound for the Royals. He's 4-7 with a 4.81 ERA. This is a matchup today where the weather is going to play a big factor. 15-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond straight to left field, so right-handed bats are going to have a major advantage in this game. Looking at the actual matchup now. This Tampa Bay team offensively in the last week is still the best team in the majors, batting .330 in the last 7 games. Whereas this Kansas City team in the last 7 days is batting just .200. Baz, this year, he's been a decent guy on the road. We're playing at that hitter-friendly park in Tampa Bay. He has been getting lit up, but on the road, he's been much better. ERA of 3.30 on the road. Lorenzen, who started the season decent, his last 5 starts, ERA over 8. In this matchup today, with the heavy winds blowing out, both of these pitchers get touched up too, mind you. Both of them are top 15 in the league in home runs allowed. Both of them have allowed 14 home runs this season. In this matchup today, we are playing Tampa Bay on the run line. The game total is set at 10, and we're going to take the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're playing 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Brandon Lowe and Arenado of the Rays, and we're also playing Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals. On to the pitching props. We're going to play Baz of the Rays to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts. Lorenzen, we're playing his under 4.5 Ks today. Alright guys, like I told you at the top of the video, this was one of my worst reads yesterday. The Chicago Cubs in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. The Cardinals got squashed yesterday. The Cubbies won a score of 8-0. In this matchup today, Iganagma will be making his return for the Cubs. He has not pitched since May 4th. In this season, the left-handed pitcher was 3-2 with a 2.82 ERA, so he was very good up to the injury. Palente, the right-handed pitcher, is on the mound for the Cardinals. He's 5-3 this year with a 4.48 ERA. In this matchup, Iganagma will be on a pitch count, and I do not like that for the Cubs. Their bullpen has been getting touched up, we see in this last 2 weeks. The Cubbies are the betting odds favorites in this matchup today, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and we're going to play the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 3 batsmen in this game. Give me Ian Happ of the Cubs, as well as Wynn and Nootbaar of the Cardinals. On to the pitching props. I do like both pitchers to go over their line. Iganagma is set at 3.5 strikeouts, and we're going to play his over. Palente, over 3.5 strikeouts as well. Moving right along, guys. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The Dodgers won yesterday's game. In this matchup today, Kershaw is on the mound for the Dodgers. This season, he has a nice looking record since coming back. He's 3-0 with a 3.31 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Gomber is on the mound for the Rockies. He's 0-1 with an 8.38 ERA. You know, if you're a Rockies pitcher, minimum ERA has to be 6. In this matchup today, we are playing the Dodgers again on the money line. The game total is set at 11.5, and we're going to take the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. I'm going to play 3 Dodgers in this game. We're going to play Ohtani, Freeman, and Betts. All 3 Dodgers, 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. I like Kershaw to go over his line today. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Gomber, I'm going to play his over as well. Over 2.5 Ks. On after that, guys, we got the Miami Marlins in San Francisco taking on the Giants. Miami has now won the first 2 games of this series, killing me in the process. In this matchup today, Junk on the mound for the Miami Marlins. He's 2-0 this year with a 2.60 ERA. Birdsong's on the mound for the Giants. The right-handed pitcher's 3-1 with a 3.25 ERA. Looking at the matchup, everything once again, guys, points to the Giants winning. I get AT&T Ballpark, or whatever it's called now, is a pitcher-friendly ballpark, but they're being outscored on a nightly basis everywhere they play. They got Devers. You would have thought it would have been the spark they needed. Like I said, everything points to the Giants winning this game, and we're going to roll with the numbers. We're playing the Giants on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we're going to play the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 1 Marlin, 1 Giant. Give me Lopez of the Marlins, as well as Ramos of the Giants, both that have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props, and we only have 1 pitcher's line, and that's Birdsong of the Giants, and we're playing his over 3.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, final game of the day, which is actually our second play of the day, the second game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. We got the Atlanta Braves in New York taking on the Mets. The Mets won yesterday's game, a score of 7-3. The Mets now lead this series 2-1. Final game today. In this matchup, the right-handed pitcher Holmes is on the mound for the Braves. He's 4-6 this season with a 3.71 ERA. Canning, the right-handed pitcher, is on the mound for the Mets. He's 7-3 with a 3.91 ERA this season. In this matchup, the Braves are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the New York Mets on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and we're going to play the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're going to play 3 batsmen today. Give me Ronald Acuna, as well as Pete Alonso and Lindor of the Mets. All 3 batsmen, 2 total bases. Alright guys, on to the pitching props now. And we like both of these pitchers to go under. Holmes under 5.5 Ks. Canning under 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a game parlay. The first, or I should say earlier half games of the day. We're starting off with the Detroit Tigers on the money line. The Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. The Seattle Mariners, Minnesota Twins, game total to go under 9 total runs. And we wrap it up with the Houston Astros on the money line and the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. All 6 legs, $5 bet, pays $90. On after that, guys, this will be our second game parlay, the later half games in the day, where we start off with the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line, the Los Angeles Dodgers on the money line, the San Francisco Giants on the money line, and we wrap it up with the New York Mets on the money line, as well as the Atlanta Braves New York Mets game total to go under 8.5 total runs, all 5 legs, $5 bet, pays $80. On after that, guys, we have our first home run parlay. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. We start off with Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays. We're then going to play Tokerson of the Detroit Tigers. And we wrap it up with Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros. All three gentlemen, dollar bet pays $140. On after that, guys, this will be our second our second home run parlay, our final parlay of the day. It's a 3-leg. We start off with Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs, Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we wrap it up with Ramos of the San Francisco Giants. All three gentlemen, dollar bet pays $120. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to say thank you to you all. You know, I respect everybody. I respect you all. I hope we all can win some money today, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.